Hi everyone, I'm going to put up a video for getting back into your center line and taking responsibility off of others. And some of this language is coming from Alea Dow. She's a sound healer, spiritual teacher person that I've been reading recently. So how it looks is very much energetic prayer / meditation type thing. You ask, you put energy consciously out there, and then let that happen on that level. So we're here in this physical level, and we have thoughts and thinking, and we're more than that, much more than that. And so accessing the much more, even a fraction of it, and then allowing that to filter down into this physical, emotional, thinking reality is what is powerful and can expedite shifts in your physical experience of life, physical reality. So for me, what I realized this last, recently I'm using these concepts, and this is something that people take on as they're developing. You develop an ego from the age of like 8 to 14. I see it with my daughters. Your ego develops as it should. You need a persona or an idea of yourself that a container for your consciousness, your energy in your life. And so you develop that, and you drive around in it until, say, bam, you become enlightened, and then it's a different type of process because it's constantly recreating. It's constantly being adjusted to the needs of this moment and the people and the energy and the whatever. So the way I see it when I work on clients, it's like this area back here. That's where the physical, the ego is there, like literally like a shell, like a something setting, and that's where so many people hold so much tension, so much stress, trying to keep the idea of yourself stable, and the fear around what would happen if that wasn't there. Unfortunately, if that wasn't there, nothing would happen. You would just not be in pain, or you wouldn't be feeling stress, or the tension, physical tension, could also dissipate, resolve. So here's the practice. Feeling into your body, feeling into this center line. So the idea of yourself isn't something coming from the mind. Isn't coming from the mind and thinking, is coming from this central channel of physical reality through the spine and spiritual reality in the front of the spine. And those two energies, one coming from the earth, one coming from spirit, are what create life, your life right now. And their interaction is what creates that twist of energy through each chakra, all the way through, and just a difference in frequency, like larger frequency, smaller. So from the bottom, that's more earth energy, and from the top, that's more spirit energy. But it's the two together, not one better than the other. The two together, earth and spirit, is what creates life. So let's feel into that central line. That is your responsibility. That's the only responsibility that you have in this life. So when you're 8 and your dad is depressed, and you're developing your sense of yourself, and it gets wrapped up into what they're dealing with, and becomes part of your identity. So essentially, you're taking on responsibility that's not yours to take on. And that can carry then through your whole life and all your relationships and the patterns that play out. So come back into what was your original. And you know you got it when you feel like, oh, it's that simple. Oh, I can be free. I can be free of all these little ties and little traps and catches. Because really you don't have any need to be trapped up and caught up. You can care about other people. You can be genuinely involved in another person's life from a place of conscious, free awareness. What we think of as love, what we think of as caring about someone else, is oftentimes not helping. And honestly, you can't help another person in any other way than just being as clear as you can be right here and model that to them. So taking it all in right here and model that out into the world. That's what you can do. And that's all you can do. And so this is my reminder to me, and I'm expressing that out into the world. And believe me, as it evolves, when you forget, you know right away, because the difference in feeling, the sense of power loss or sense of loss of freedom is so contrasting that you're like, okay, what's going on? And you start looking, oh, I'm doing that again. Let's not. Let's just be here, responsible in our own divine, beautiful white line of light and love. So that's what I offer today, and thank you. And if that wasn't clear enough, of course, we get these messages over and over and over and over again, and that's how we are in this life experience, evolving, learning, all in this together. So thank you. Bye-bye.